The neon lights of the crypto exchange illuminate the bustling streets of the financial district as traders frantically buy and sell digital currencies amidst the constant chatter of market updates and speculation. But amidst the excitement and innovation of this new frontier, there is a growing concern among regulators and policymakers about the potential risks and dangers of this decentralized world. As the crypto industry continues to evolve and mature, the question on everyone's mind is, how can we ensure that it gets the regulation it deserves? The use of digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum is becoming more popular, but governments and financial watchdogs are worried about potential dangers like fraud or money laundering. In order for those companies to be trusted and considered part of the financial system, they may need to start operating more like traditional banks and financial institutions. This means following similar rules and guidelines to ensure they are following the law and protecting customers. Some voices in the ecosystem have predicted that regulation is coming and that it would be exactly what the crypto sector needs to develop and adapt as a result of the failures that have happened in the cryptocurrency world over the past year. However, many in the government, particularly our federal prudential regulators, seem set on doing the exact opposite, keeping cryptocurrency outside of the regulated system. They do not say, "We have seen what has happened with FTX and others, and we believe it is time to introduce regulations to the space to make it more secure." Instead, their attitude is, "We don't want to have any responsibility for this area that we believe to be dishonest and dangerous, and we definitely don't want to be viewed as legitimizing it by regulating it." What does this represent for entrepreneurs and business engaged in this industry? The next 2 years must focus on gaining the government's respect as an essential prerequisite for trust. If the previous two were about teaching them, this might entail adopting a more recognizable appearance from the institutions they presently govern. Entrepreneurs and businesses will need to demonstrate their merit to the financial system rather than simply asserting it. Setting up time-tested best practices for corporate governance, risk management, internal controls, and culture of regulatory compliance, all of which are present in other areas of financial services, is one method to do this. Since it will be up to those working in the space, not the government, to make it trustworthy and stand the test of time, we need more people in the crypto space to take these things seriously. The most recent illustration of the federal government's regulatory posture is a statement that reads as follows. The agencies believe that issuing or holding as primary crypto assets that are issued, saved, or converted on an open, public, and/or decentralized network or similar system is highly likely to be inconsistent with safe and sound banking practices. The statement also emphasizes the dangers associated with the crypto asset sector that cannot be managed or mitigated must be prevented from migrating to the financial system. In other words, the government is saying, "We believe that crypto is just too hazardous to be included in the regulated system." This is a general strategy that has echoes of Operation Choke Point, and it is difficult to argue that their concerns are unfounded in light of the events of the previous year. Even if it is ultimately impossible to keep open, public, and/or decentralized networks isolated from other areas of financial services for very long. Don't expect regulators to freely provide new regulatory plans with the notice and comment processes of the past, even though we may obtain some regulation through legislation. Executives and founders in the industry should look to best practices already in place in banking and other mature areas of financial services and apply them as soon as feasible, rather than waiting for it to happen and hoping for a clear roadmap.